Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss the type of bonds present in the given molecule. Now example we take potassium sulfate. Potassium sulfate ionize into two potassium ions and sulfate ions. Clearly? Or potassium is 1A group metal. Potassium is the 1A group metal. 1A group metal. 1A group metals: sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium. These are 1A group metals. These are 2A group metals. You remember these metals readily form the ionic bond. They form which one? Ionic bond. Now, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium. ఈ మెటల్స్ ని చూడగానే అందులో అయానిక్ బాండ్ ఉందని చెప్పవచ్చు మనం. ఏ మెటల్స్? దట్ ఈస్ సోడియం, potassium, rubidium, cesium, calcium, strontium, barium. These can form ionic bond. First point, they form the ionic bond. So formula lo K అనేది 1A group metal కాబట్టి ionic bond అని చెప్తున్నాను. They form, so K2SO4 లో K ఉందండి. K ఉందంటే nothing but ఇది ionic bond ని ఫార్మ్ చేస్తుంది. It forms the ionic bond. Because K plus and sulfate are attracted by which bond? Ionic bond. You know what is ionic bond? Electrostatic forces of attractions between opposite charged species is known as ionic bond. One more point, SO4. Sulfur is non-metal and oxygen is non-metal. Please recall the non-metal list. What are the non-metals we have? The non-metals are hydrogen, halogens. Next one, that is oxygen, nitrogen. Next one, boron, carbon, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur. These are the non-metals we have. Please remember what are the non-metals in the periodic table. The non-metals in the periodic table are generally they end with the name hydrogen, halogen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, collectively halogens, nitrogen, oxygen, boron, carbon, silicon, phosphorus. These are the non-metals. In between two non-metals, equivalent bond is formed in general. In general, equivalent bond is formed. Now one more point is, in sulfate, here is the sulfate ion. In sulfate, that is, sulfur number is 16, nearest inert gas is argon 18, the difference is 2, so it has to make 2 bonds only. So already 2 bonds are completed, these 2 are extra bonds. I told you these 2 are nothing but dative bonds. So clearly what are the bonds present in potassium sulfate? In potassium sulfate, the bonds are ionic bonds, ionic bonds, covalent bonds, next one, dative bonds. These are the bonds found in potassium sulfate. Okay. Now we go to discuss another one. Now we take one more molecule, ammonium chloride. We take ammonium chloride. Now what type of bonds are found in ammonium chloride? First split ammonium chloride as ammonium cation and chloride ion. There exist electrostatic forces of attractions. Electrostatic forces of attractions between opposite charged species. Thus ionic bond is formed. Later, what about NH4 plus ion? In this one, there is nitrogen and hydrogen. Both are non-metals. Non-metals. Between non-metals, a covalent bond is formed. A covalent bond is formed. Now, you take NH4 rough geometry. 1 bond, 2 bond, 3 bond, 4th bond. You know what about nitrogen? Nitrogen atomic number 7, nearest to 1 neon 10. The difference is nothing but 3. So nitrogen has to form 3 bonds only, but it is making the extra bond. So this is the extra bond. So the extra bond is a dative bond. The extra bond is taken as dative bond. One covalent bond, covalent bond, covalent bond, and here is the dative bond. This is the dative bond. Dative bond. The extra bond is the dative bond. Clear it? Now tell me, what are the bonds in ammonium cation? Ammonium cation has what kind of bonds? Tell me what are the bonds present in ammonium cation? First ionic bond, next one covalent bond between two nonmetals, and in this species the extra bond is nothing but dative bond. Collectively 3 type of bonds are found in NH4 plus cation. NH4 plus cation and Cl minus. Now we go for another one. Take another molecule. Example. Now we take the example. Fe potassium ferrocyanide. Potassium ferrocyanide. In this one, now you split this one into potassium ions and ferrocyanide, or you directly find this one, because potassium is the 1A group metal. 1A group metal. The 1A group metal forms which one? Ionic bond. This is clear. 1A group metal forms ionic bond. Ionic bond. Whereas there is a bond between iron and Cn. So here, please you remember the small bracket. Here is a small bracket. This small bracket represents the dative bond. This small bracket represents the dative bond. Please remember, the small bracket represents the dative bond. Okay. Now, this is taken as the iron plus 2 is dative bonded with 6 cyanide ions. 6 cyanide ions. How many cyanide ions? 6 cyanide ions. Okay. There are dative bonds. One more point. In between carbon and nitrogen, you learn this is non-metal and this is non-metal. Between two non-metals, we find a covalent bond. A covalent bond. Thus, the molecule has which bonds? One, ionic bond. Ionic bond is found by the examination of potassium. If potassium is there, ionic bond formation is expected. Between carbon and nitrogen, covalent bond, because both are non-metals. In between non-metals, covalent bond, and the small bracket represents the dative bond. Please remember, the small bracket in the formula represents the dative bond. The next one, pentahydrated copper sulfate. Pentahydrated copper sulfate. Pentahydrated copper sulfate. In this one, you know, first of all, copper split into +2 and sulfate into -2 along with 5 water molecules. You know, copper number is 29 -2 means 27, close to 36 of krypton. The difference is nothing but, what is the difference? 36 minus 27 means nearly we are getting 9. 9 by 2 means 4.5, or 4 represents coordination number 4. So copper +2 is surrounded by 1, 2, 3, 4 water molecules. 4 water molecules. Thus, it makes a dative bond from that is dative bond with water molecules. What about the 5th water molecule? 5th water molecule. Now here is +2 and here is sulfate ion. Sulfate ion. Sulfate ion. Now the 5th water molecule makes the hydrogen bond with sulfate ion. It makes the hydrogen bond with sulfate ion. Now by saying this one, we will say copper sulfate dot 5H2O. Please remember, the dot also represents dot. water of crystallization. This one represents the dative bonds clearly. Dative bonds. You know, the copper plus 2. You know, copper plus 2 and sulfate are held by electrostatic forces because of this one ionic bond is formed. And you know, sulfur and oxygen are non-metal and non-metal. Between non-metal and non-metal, a covalent bond is formed. And one more point is, fifth water molecule is making hydrogen bond with sulfate. So collectively, in copper sulfate, what are the bonds present? One is ionic bond, ionic bond. Second one covalent bond. Third one dative bond. And fourth one is hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding. These are the types of bonds present in pentahydrated copper sulfate. The last one we are going to explain Epsom salt. Epsom salt. Epsom salt formula is heptahydrated magnesium sulfate. The heptahydrated magnesium sulfate. Heptahydrated magnesium sulfate is known as Epsom salt. This is called Epsom salt. Epsom salt. Now we will write the bonds directly. For example, here Mg is there. Mg plus 2 and sulfate 2 along with 7 water molecules. Here opposite charges are there. So we expect the ionic bond. Next one, there is a sulfur and oxygen which are non-metals. Between non-metals a covalent bond is formed. Next one, the dot 7H2O. Dot represents what? Dative bonds. It represents what? Dative bonds. So clearly it is having which one? Ionic bond, covalent bond, covalent bond. Next one, dative bond, and hydrogen bond is also formed. Now we take the geometry of this species. The geometry of this species is Mg plus 2 is surrounded by 6 water molecules. Mg plus 2 is surrounded by how many? 6 water molecules. 6 water molecules. Magnesium ion is surrounded by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Covalency of magnesium plus ion or magnesium ion in this species is 6. What do you mean by covalency? Maximum number of bonds it can make with other atom or species. So it is making maximum 6 bonds here. What about 7th water molecule? That is 7th water molecule makes hydrogen bond. It makes hydrogen bonding with a sulfate ion. With a sulfate ion. It is making hydrogen bonding with sulfate ion. So collectively MgSO4.7H2O has what are the bonds present? Ionic bonds, covalent bonds, dative bonds, and finally hydrogen bonds are formed. Hydrogen bonds. Okay. Thus the bonds are recognized. Thank you.